Well, he is Alexander Joyce, CEO of ReJoyce Financial, and I feel like we're on the money this morning because let's talk about single moms. So this is a topic that I know is maybe not always talked about, right, a whole lot, but when perhaps you do go through a divorce, you're not used to handling your finances by yourself, Alex. I mean, this is something that really needs to be addressed.
It does, and you know what? It's an interesting topic, and it's probably close to home for me because my mother, I grew up in a single parent household, right? And it ended up being 4 of us, right? And so I've got 2, with myself, 2 other brothers and a sister. And I just remember looking back how difficult it was for her. And you know, when you grow up in that right, you don't see it.
You don't get it when you're a kid.
But it's like it's hard work, and you know, money was tight. And so I think that the last thing that was on her mind was, how do I save for retirement? Where am I putting money in my investments?
Because you're just trying to get through every day.
That's right. And I think that the number one thing that I can stress, or the opinion / advice I can give, is pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. And I think that if you're in line with your employer-sponsored plan, right? Via, if you are a teacher and you have a 403B or 401A, or if you are in the military, or if you got a TSP with the government, or if you got a 401K, which is traditional, it's important to understand how that stuff works, right? We always hear these things loosely, right? They're thrown around about matching and make sure you're putting the money in, but we don't really get into the formula of you know what it means to pay yourself first. And basically what that means is that money is going to come out pre-tax, which means before you ever get your paycheck, that money comes out of that check, if you will, or that deposit, into your bank.
Essentially, so you're not missing it, right?
You're not missing it. You never know you had it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And it does take a little bit of discipline, Amber, because in kind of like, you know, if an emergency does come up, it is there, but it is good to have that cushion.
Are these the questions as a single mom that we should perhaps be asking ourselves if we do find ourselves in that situation? Because especially now in this climate, things are so much more expensive, and it might be a little tricky for them all.
They are. I think that and I mentioned this before, but I think one of the things we can do is just build an expense sheet, understand what our expenses are, try to pay ourselves first, but at the end of the day, don't get too stressed out about it. Right? Just, you know, take care of yourself first, and you just need a helping hand.
Yeah, and that's where this guy comes in.
That's what we do.
Alexander Joyce, thank you so much. That message, pay yourself first. We appreciate it.
Thank you.